So we'll come down onto our mats. Allow yourself to lengthen long through the top of your head. Settle in. Gently place the hands on the lap. And begin to draw the breath in, easily and effortlessly. Breathing in, breathing out. Paying attention to how that breath feels, how the breath sounds. Noticing any sounds that may surround you. Breathing in, breathing out. And perhaps rolling the neck if there feels like there's tension within the back of the neck or in the shoulders. Or perhaps just choosing to stay and remain still. Breathing in and breathing out. Extend those arms behind you, interlocking the fingers. Lengthen the arms, open the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. We'll release those hands, drop them back onto the lap, and continue to draw the breath in, drawing the breath down into the belly, quieting the mind, connecting the head to heart. We'll come onto hands and knees, stepping our right leg forward, extending that left knee back, stretching into the hip flexor here slightly. You can use a block if you need, if the ground is maybe a little too far to reach today. And turning that right foot to the outer edge, opening the knee. You can place your hand on the knee if you like. Coming into a lizard variation. And if available, maybe even taking the twist or taking the gaze back. You could reach for that back leg with the arm if it's part of your practice. We'll come on to hands and knees. Taking a nice big breath in. On the exhale, we're going to round into the spine, into cat-cow. So exhale, we lift the spine high. Inhale, our gaze comes forward. Continuing to flow through on your breath. And we'll step the left foot forward, coming to the outer side of that left arm. Stretching the hip flexor, stretching the hip. And we'll place that right hand to the inner part of the left foot, rotating or rolling that foot onto the outer edge of the foot. Reaching behind should you choose to reach for that back foot. Continuing to draw that breath in easily and effortlessly. Now we're going to come back, bringing the hips back over top of that back knee, straightening into the front leg into half split. Now be gentle here. Use blocks if you need to lift the hands away. Exchanging sides, and again, half split with the right leg forward. And if it's available, if the hamstrings are long, back leg is long, we might be okay to hinge from the hips and draw that chin towards the shin. We're going to step our foot forward and cartwheel to warrior two. Taking the gaze over top of those right fingers, extending up and back to reverse warrior. Gaze can go towards the heavens. Cartwheel the hands forward, step forward, forward fold. Generous bend to the knees here if the hamstrings are maybe a little tight. Step those feet as wide as our mat here, going into ragdoll. So you can grab each elbow and just sway back and forth from the hips. Again, a generous bend to the knees if you're needing. Walk those feet in towards each other. Forward fold. We'll step the right foot back, left foot forward, keeping the knee stacked over that ankle. Gaze coming down the left fingertips. Warrior two. Take a deep breath in. As we inhale, the arm will come into reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. And we'll bring both feet flat to the mat. Imagine those feet on a railway track. And hinging from the hips, we're going to come into pyramid pose. We're going to keep that spine long. Keep the chin lifted. Opening our back foot. We're going to open into triangle pose. Now, our left hand coming to the knee, shin, or to the mat. We want that chest nice and open and the right arm stacked directly over top of our shoulder. Using a block or prop where needed. Now we'll exchange sides. We're going to come into pyramid pose here once again. So both feet connected flat to the earth, both legs nice and straight. And hinging from the hips here. We'll rotate that back foot and rotate, opening into triangle pose. Left hand extending up, chest beautifully open. Nice deep breaths. Keep that head lifted. Stepping forward, finding forward fold once again. Inhaling for gorilla, we're going to tuck those fingers under the toes and lift long. Inhale, tall mountain. Hands to heart, mountain pose. Inhaling again, tall mountain. Hinging forward, forward fold. Inhale for half lift or gorilla. Exhaling back down, forward fold. Fingertips to the earth, stepping or hopping back, plank pose. Slight shift forward, chaturanga, opening for up dog or cobra pose. Hips to the sky, downward dog. Nice long spine here. Extending the left foot up, three-legged dog, and opening that hip. Engage the core. We'll step that foot forward, coming into forward fold. Inhale, half lift or gorilla. Exhaling back down, forward fold. Big arms extending tall, tall mountain. Releasing the hands to heart, mountain pose. Big breath, extending those arms up tall. Hinging forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift or gorilla. Nice long spine, beautifully straightened legs. We'll step back into plank pose. Chaturanga, and opening the chest here, cobra or up dog. Hip shift back into the sky, downward facing dog. This time we'll extend the opposite leg up, three-legged dog, and open that hip. Engage the core, step the foot forward, step both feet forward, forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, release down, forward fold. Inhale, swooping those arms up, tall mountain. Hands to heart. Coming to the top of our mats, finding a spot to focus on, transferring the weight to the right side. We'll bring our left foot to the ankle, shin, knee, or upper thigh, and extend the arms up, tree pose. Fingertips can be pressing into one another or arms open up. Bring those hands to the heart. Come back to supported warrior 3. Place the right hand to the upper corner of the mat. And if steady, opening the arm, half moon. Dropping that back foot down onto the mat, take warrior 2. And step forward, mountain pose. We'll prepare for the other side. So once you feel grounded and connected to the earth, we can transfer the weight to the left side, drawing that right foot to the ankle, shin, knee, or upper thigh. Keep that focus, extending the arms up when ready, choosing to keep them together or opening the arms wide. Receive all that beautiful energy. Hands dropping down to heart. We're going to tilt the upper body forward, extending our back leg. Warrior 3. You can support by placing the hands down. Left hand now opens to the outer edge of the mat, rotating open, half moon. Chest nice and open. Step back with the left back foot and coming into warrior 2. We'll come into plank pose, slowly lowering down, open for baby cobra. And let's drop back into child's pose. Extended child's pose with those arms long, or perhaps dropping the hands beside the ankles. Take some nice, big, beautiful breaths here. And when you're ready, hips to the sky, down dog. We're going to extend one leg up, three-legged dog, and draw that leg forward for pigeon pose. Our knee is tucked behind the wrist, our back leg extended behind us. Nice flat pelvic bone. And if part of your practice is to drop down onto the elbows, you can come down a little deeper, keeping that alignment, keeping that hip slightly lifted. We'll come back up onto the hands if we're not there already. We're going to swoop that back leg around, tucking the right foot into the left leg, extending long, head to knee. That's okay if you're not able to reach the foot completely. Keep that long spine. Beautiful. We'll exchange sides, so tucking the left foot into the inner thigh of the right leg, reaching forward, hinging from the hips, keeping our back out of this stretch. Big, long, beautiful stretch in that right leg. You can either come onto hands and knees or swing that leg around. Left knee now tucked behind our left wrist, right leg back. Pigeon pose. If you're looking for a deeper stretch and it's part of your practice and available today, we can come down onto our elbows. Make any shifts or adjustments that you may need to keep that alignment, to keep that spine nice and long. Continue to breathe in. This is such a beautiful stretch for those glutes. Press up onto the hands, kick back into downward facing dog. Coming forward into plank pose, chaturanga, slowly releasing down, opening for cobra or up dog, back to downward facing dog. Plank pose, again, another chaturanga, opening baby cobra or maybe full cobra. Sinking those hips back towards the heels, we'll take child's pose. And as we are in our child's pose, just paying attention to how the body's feeling in this moment. Hips back to the sky, downward facing dog. And stepping forward, forward fold, big arms sweep up towards the sky, tall mountain, and back to mountain pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling arms, tall mountain, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Fingertips to the mat, stepping back and down onto our backs. And we'll take ourselves into corpse pose. Allow our feet to open out to the outer edge of our mat. Our palms facing towards the heavens, towards the sky. Supporting the back, supporting the neck, or any other area of the body that needs that support in this moment. Tuck the chin slightly towards the chest, lengthening the spine. Allow yourself to reconnect to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Drawing that breath just a little deeper on each inhale and fully releasing the breath on each exhale. And as we continue to follow that breath, each exhale, giving our bodies permission to release and let go, to relax and feel supported by the earth below. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting go of anything else that needs to be done in our day and giving ourselves this time for us. We'll draw the one knee towards the chest. Draw that leg over top, twisting the body. And when you're ready, you can exchange sides, doing the same on the other one. Coming into knees to chest when you're ready. No rush, staying in any pose you may need. Rocking back to seated or maybe staying as you are for a few more minutes, taking the time you need. If you like, we can drop the left hand to the mat, extend the right hand over the head, stretching in through the side body, and doing the same on the opposite side when you feel it's been enough. Sit nice and tall. Bring the hands to the heart. Notice the breath. Beautiful time spent with yourself. Take another nice, big, beautiful breath in, filling the chest completely with that breath. Namaste.